So for Tip Tuesday today, I was hit with inspiration driving in this morning in the monsoon with my umbrella, and it occurred to me, let's talk about umbrella insurance. So a lot of you have heard it and are not really sure what it is, and I'm going to explain it to you. So an umbrella policy is a separate policy, standalone policy that you buy to work with your home insurance and your car insurance and your recreational vehicle insurance, and it basically is like an umbrella on top of your other policies, and it's liability coverage. So if you get sued, whether or not you are responsible is irrelevant. It's just if the suit happens, this is just an extra layer of protection. So if somebody gets hurt on your property or you injure someone in a car accident and they're suing, we would use your auto insurance policy first or your homeowner's policy first. And then if we exhaust that, the umbrella drops down on top. So it kind of just sits out there on top of those policies. And we have people ask us about umbrellas and say, do I really need it? I don't have a ton of stuff to protect. I'm not rich. I don't drive very far, so I don't really have much of a risk. And the things that we think about are this. It protects your earnings. So if you have steady income, we're trying to protect that so that they don't garnish your wages. If you own property, we can protect that. If you have a retirement setup or savings, that's all stuff that's free game if you get named in a suit. The other thing that the umbrella policy can do for you is it pays defense costs. So if a suit is brought, we can file the paperwork with the insurance company and they hire the attorneys. And trust me when I tell you, they hire really good ones. So it's a win. And the defense costs are usually a big, giant portion of any lawsuit. And as far as do you really need one, let me ask you this. Do you ever carpool, have other people's kids in your car? Speaking of kids, any kids at college, because they could probably do something that might get you into trouble. Or play dates and sleepovers, like things like that you need to think about. Where could you ever be accused of something? Social media, that's another big one right now, being accused of things. Whether you did it or didn't do it is not really the point. It's just if they're bringing the suit. If you're a volunteer, that can be something that could get you into trouble. If you travel, if you own firearms, these are all things where you kind of have to think about, could there be a problem down the road? A really big ticket item is entertaining. If you ever do any entertaining, you serve alcohol, and someone stumbles and gets hurt. So these are all things you need to think about and ask yourself, and then try to decide if it's worth it or not. Umbrellas are very inexpensive, so if it's something you're interested in, let us know. We'll get you some numbers and we'll figure it all out. Thanks.